Hello, my fellow skeptics out there. This is the Skeptical Skeptic back again with yet another video. This time just doing an update, letting all my subscribers know what's been going on lately and what my plans are for the future with this channel. So I know my uploads have been a little lacking recently. I've been doing uploads nearly every week for 8 months, and then I don't upload a video for 2.5 months, and then randomly upload a review of an adult animated comedy that came out almost 2 years ago. Quite honestly, the reason I was able to upload so consistently originally is because I had a massive backlog of stored videos that I had made for my previous YouTube account that I lost access to. I've been uploading them back onto this new Skeptical Skeptic channel over time, as well as uploading some new videos every now and again, in order to try to build up my subscriber base. And good news, I have finally surpassed the number of subscribers for my own channel that had 15 to a whopping 16 whole subscribers. Hooray, it's so incredible. Meanwhile, my little brother, who isn't even 18 yet, still manages to get 430,000 subscribers on his Orange Peanut YouTube channel. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm pretty jealous. Here I am trying to provide well-thought-out analysis and educational content that no one even watches, while my brother gets 1 million views from a video where he made a fake e-girl to catch simps. Granted, I'm not exactly making the kind of general audience stuff that would end up getting a lot more views, and despite getting much better at it, my editing skills are still pretty shit. However, it has been my dream to become a successful YouTuber with hundreds of thousands of subscribers for a while now, so it's a little disappointing that my brother is living out my long-held dream. But while I have wanted to get onto the YouTube scene for a while now, I definitely didn't think I would be making my debut talking about how terrible religion is and doing commentary on politics and stuff. How could I have possibly thought that? I was once a believing Christian. If you've ever seen my Journey to Atheism series, you would know exactly the journey I took to get to where I am now, so I'm not going to circle back to it. The point is that I had gained an incredible passion for sharing my very scathing thoughts about religion and Christianity specifically, and I needed some place to share my opinions. Thus, it only seemed natural that I would start a YouTube channel, uploading my very first video on Christmas Day of 2019, reviewing the book my aunt gave me, Worry Less, Pray More. So what changed? Why haven't I been producing videos at nearly the same fervor as I used to? Well, it was never an easy process, to be sure. I had to take a lot of time out of my schedule for script writing, recording, and editing, while I was still trying to deal with school and work and a lot of family drama that's thankfully cooled down somewhat ever since I started living with my dad. But with me going to college now, everything has just been pretty hectic, and every hour I spend trying to produce a YouTube video that will hardly be watched by anyone is 1 hour I could have spent working on important schoolwork. Granted, at about the same time I was running out of backlog videos to re-upload, the school year was also ending, and I was pretty confident that I could get back on track with the extra time I had during the summer. That didn't exactly happen, though, as I actually started dedicating a lot more time to my second YouTube channel I created, called The Aromantic Shipper. See, like I said before, I have wanted to be a YouTuber for a while, but I thought I would be talking about and making videos on movies and TV shows, specifically animation. And that's kind of what I've been doing on my second channel for the past 6 months. I've uploaded a lot of quirky, light-hearted edits that don't usually take more than 1 or 2 hours to make, but I've also done some pretty long reviews, and I've been investing the bulk of my time on that channel into rewrite videos, where I basically take shows that I like but have some issues with, and try to see if I can rewrite them to be better. So yeah, I haven't exactly been dedicating a ton of time to this main channel. If you are into more lighthearted videos about fiction and media, make sure to check out my Aromantic Shipper channel. But for those merely interested in the kind of content I do on this channel, let's talk about what my plans are for the future. I created the Skeptical Skeptic channel not merely for the purposes of entertainment, but to try to educate and give viewers insight that they might not have thought of before and help them on their journey away from religion. I have always had some sort of sense of duty towards human civilization and its advancement and prosperity, with this coming mostly in the form of concern for climate change and the degradation of the environment as a child. But after I started to realize just how ridiculous the Bible and religion in general was at the age of 17, it was the first time I had been truly passionate about speaking out against something I found to be very wrong with the world, and anti-theism was a cause very personal to me as I had been indoctrinated into Catholicism. Because I was somewhat limited in what I could actually say in real life due to my mother being extremely restrictive of my freedom of speech regarding religious topics, even threatening to throw me out of the house for insulting God, me making my YouTube videos gave me a good outlet to vent my frustrations and criticisms of religion that I wasn't always able to voice in real life. And because YouTube atheism had greatly assisted me on my personal journey out of faith, I thought that even if not too many people watched my videos, I still might be able to make some sort of a difference in someone's life. When I was 18, I became much more engaged in politics, prompted by the utter nonsense that was the handling of the COVID-19 pandemic and the complete joke of the presidential election, and I started making quite a few videos concerning a more political subject matter. However, to be perfectly honest, I feel like by now my interest in talking about real-world issues regarding religion and politics is somewhat faded, and I just don't have the same drive as I used to for trying to make videos that I hope will change things for people. I mean, I'm growing subscribers, but really slowly, and now I'm no longer in Catholic school. I'm no longer bombarded with religious nonsense all the time. The election's over, and things are partially reverting to a less tumultuous period in the United States. Plus, online independent, liberal, and left-leaning content has kind of become a shit show recently. Or maybe it always was. I don't know. I haven't been into this stuff for too long. I just feel a little burnt out in making this type of content, and recently I've just been more interested in producing content about fictional media, hence the second YouTube channel. It's both a relief to me and a source of discouragement that my channel has such a small number of viewers, as I don't have to worry about too many people to let down if I'm not making regular uploads, but I also sometimes struggle to find the reason why I'm making these videos at all if no one's watching them. In the end, my goal is not to become a successful YouTuber. My goal is to graduate from college and become a secondary education science teacher, a modest profession that will hopefully give me a chance to make a direct impact on children's lives, educating them about science and skepticism, which would make a real difference in the world. And this YouTube channel just doesn't really fit into that. But just relax, because this video isn't me making the announcement that I'm going to stop uploading or just focus entirely on my second channel now. No, not even close. I just wanted to give my viewers a sense of what has been going through my head recently. But no, the Skeptical Skeptic will not be going away, though I might not be quite as passionate about anti-theism and politics at the moment. I have still been storing a lot of video ideas for this channel in my head over the last few years that I haven't had the chance to make yet, and though it might be at a date in the far future, I'm determined to keep this channel alive and convert all my ideas and unfinished scripts that I've stored into videos for all of you wonderful people out there to enjoy. I know my Has-Been Hotel video that I just put out seemed kind of random and not the kind of video I would usually put out on this channel, but the reality is that I have been wanting to make a review of that pilot and sprinkle in some religious commentary into it since I first watched it, and now I finally got to make that video after all this time. So yeah, I might be slowing down somewhat, which will especially be the case when the school year returns, but hey, I've still got over a month of summer left to store up quite a few videos on the Skeptical Skeptic channel yet. I'm planning to make some more book reviews of stuff like the God Delusion, the Book of Mormon, and the Satanic Bible, which I've been reading recently. I'm also going to be focusing on creating more science-based educational videos, so that should be fun. And of course, I will be finishing up my video essay series on the religious cult of Donald Trump. That was a project I was working on for college, much like some of my previous content that I was converting into video form, and my annotated bibliography and final paper will be coming out. I just never quite perfected them for school, and I've been putting it off finishing them for quite a while, but I will, don't you worry. Also, I wanted to make an announcement on what is probably the project I'm most excited for going forward. I'm going to be starting a video series embarking on the monumental task of creating summaries of every single book of the Bible, from Genesis all the way to Revelations. It will definitely take quite a while to get through all of them, but believe me, I'm more prepared than you might think. After reading the entire Bible through the first time, I went back and reread it a second time in order to create a full summary of every single book, which I've had stored in my docs for a year and a half by now. Of course, it was a pretty sloppy and rushed summary, but I'm now doing a triple check of the Bible in order to edit and workshop my summary to make it better and more sarcastic, using my very ironic Christmas present from my dad, The Skeptic's Annotated Bible by Steve Wells, in order to help with jokes and give greater context to some passages. At the time of recording this video, I've already uploaded full summary videos for the 3 books of the Bible, Genesis, Exodus, and Leviticus, and many more are on the way, though I probably won't make any of them public until the new year's upon us to really kick off 2022 in a big way. So yeah, by no stretch am I done with the Skeptical Skeptic channel, even though I have been making less videos recently. I still have plenty of video ideas, and I am incredibly excited to share them with all my subscribers, so stay tuned for more content in the future, though I probably won't be uploading entirely regularly. Anyway, this has been The Skeptical Skeptic. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out my second channel, The Aromantic Shipper, if you are interested. And as always, remember, be compassionate, be understanding, but most importantly, never stop questioning. Bye.